guys, Shane back with you from Guitar at Work. Welcome. This is Dave Matthews, Crash Into Me, the main riff for that. Really cool chords in here. I'll call them yoga chords. Don't hurt yourself trying a couple of these. Important thumb stuff to talk about for sure. These are pretty stretchy shapes, some of them, and difficult to finger. So you don't want that thumb up and over like that. You want to keep them nice and in behind. Keep your wrist nice and low. That'll maximize your stretch. It's starting out with, first of all, no capo, and C sharp minor 7th on your chart there. C sharp minor. So let's look at the chords first, and we'll get into that rhythm. C sharp minor 7, look at this guy. What do we have? A 4th fret here on the A string, a 2nd fret on the D string, and a 4th fret on the G string. And the rest, the high E string and the B string, they're played open. You get that nice, and they're continually open through the main riff. So that gives it that nice common tone flavor. I'm Xing out that low E, trying not to hit him right now anyway. C sharp minor 7, like that guy. We'll get to the rhythm in a sec. Now remove that ring finger. That gives you A sus2 that you're seeing there. That guy there. Let's do that again. Here's your C sharp minor 7. And off we go with the ring finger. Here's your A sus2. Now here's our first really kind of tricky one. You got a semi-bar, that second fret. So this is your B sus4. I'm going to play the A string at the 2nd fret and the D string at the 2nd fret. And I'm going to try to bust my knuckle. There's a terrible term for it. Bust my knuckle so that I can keep the high E string and the B string ringing. Oh, that's working now. There we go. Boom, there we go. So you'll see that big inverted kind of knuckle like that. It's okay if you're barring the G string as well, because your pinky is on that string, and he'll do his job, no problem. But we're trying to keep that high E and the B string ringing in there like that. So our 3 chords thus far: C sharp minor 7, A sus2, getting rid of that ring finger, and then B sus4, again that busted knuckle routine. There you go. Now, this guy here, the E minor, don't change a thing. You're going from B sus4, keep that finger exactly the way it is, and all we do is we change the bass note. Boom. We keep the same shape, right? So that becomes, we're renaming it E minor because the E's in the bottom. Good. And now it's going to go to, here's maybe the trickiest one. Keep that fingering where he is again from the E minor, and G sharp minor 7/6. Terrible name, but that's what it is. That guy there. So we've kept our fingering from the E minor previous and the B sus4, same shape, and ring finger's going to the 4th fret of that low E. That's a G sharp note there, G sharp minor 7/6, and it's going to go back to the A sus2, bit of a reprieve from the stretchy shapes. Good stuff. Now B sus4 again. And then to our E minor, which is the same shape, just changing your bass note to the E. Like that, good stuff. Let's take those shapes and get some rhythm going. You're starting out bass, down, up, down, up. So that's a popular rhythm throughout the tune. It's really a 2-bar phrase. If we went C sharp minor 7 here, bass, down, up, down, up. And when you isolate a bass note, I'll mention again, try not to hit that bass note again when you're strumming. Try to keep them separate. So here's your C sharp minor 7, going bass, down, up, down, up. Now I'm going to get rid of that ring finger. Here's my A sus2, bass, down, down, up. So that's the rhythm figure for the whole bit. So we're going top again, C sharp minor 7, bass, down, up, bass, down, down, up. I shouldn't say it's a 2-bar, that's one giant bar. I've written it out on the sheet to keep the chords separate as if it is 2 bars, but it's really 1 bar you're feeling in that. Bass, down, up, bass, down, down, up. Again, the chord changed in the middle there. Here's C sharp minor 7 again, bass, down, up. Now off the ring finger comes, bass, down, up. Now I'm going to go to B sus4 here, 2nd line, same right hand pattern here, bass, down, up. Change my bass note for the E minor to this guy. Bass, down, up. Nothing had to move from the B sus chord there. Our first 2 lines again, coming your way. C sharp minor 7, 3 and a 4, going bass, down, up, down. Remove the ring, bass, down, up. Take a little break to catch up, and B sus4, play your bass note first. Bass, down, up. New bass note. Low E, bass, down, up. Okay, so those 2 lines back to back without hesitating would be C sharp minor 7, 3, 4, going bass, down, up, bass, down, up, bass, down, down, up, bass, down, down, up. Great. Now the third line, here we go, G sharp minor 7/6. You've come from E minor, what we're calling E minor there. Ring finger again goes to that 4th fret of the low E. That's a tricky jump, but you can get it, don't hurt yourself. And same rhythmic figure, bass, down, up, down. I should tell you which bass note it is, the bottom string on that guy. Bass, down, up, down, up. Now A sus2, get fingered there, and your bass note is now the open A string. Bass, down, down, up. Okay, so again, third line, G sharp minor 7/6, bass, down, up, down, A sus2. Good. And the fourth line is exactly the same as the second line. So you already know it if you've been this far. B sus4, bass, down, up. Change your bass note to the low E. Bass, down, down, up. Good. Whoa, that is a lot to throw at you. I totally know that. You may have to stop tape there and just go at those chords, get the fingerings down. The high E string and the B string, they'll get muted sometimes. That might frustrate you a bit, but just keep at them. They're tough chords for sure. Let me play it very slowly from the top. Very slowly. 3 and a 4 and a bass, down, A sus2, B sus4, E minor, third line, G sharp, A sus2, B sus4, E minor. Good. Now, hard to call them all out with the strumming and the fingerings, but I'll do my best here. Again, C sharp minor 7, 3 and a 4, going bass, down, A sus2, B sus4, bass, down, up, E minor, bass, down, G sharp minor, bass, down, A sus2, B sus4, last line, and E minor, down, up. Good. A little quicker this time. 3 and a 4, going bass, down, up, down. G sharp, A sus2, B. Go. So that's your main riff. That's Dave Matthews. That's Crashing to Me. And I hope that's offered you a few new chord shapes, kind of specialty chord items. I love Dave Matthews as a guitar player. He's wicked. He's got all the, he never seems to play just normal garden variety stuff. He's always got some interesting voicings in there, chord voicings. So go at it. Have fun with it. I know that was a toughie, but come back and see me soon. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for coming back, and we'll see you again for the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.